December 29, 2019, the Mayorsk checkpoint in Donetsk region. One of the last mutual releases of the detained between the Ukrainian side and the occupying administrations was made according to the formula 100 to 100 people. Illegal armed formations then transferred 76 people to Ukraine. Of them, 12 were military personnel, the rest were civilians. This list also included a native of Horlivka, Stanislav Pechonkin. He remembers how in 2017 a few random photos on a tablet divided his life into before and after.
The
lens of my tablet got the car of the head of city department of the so-called State Security Ministry, Alexei Alchinov. They caught me and brought to the municipal department of this ministry, seized the tablet and the phone. The self-proclaimed authorities accused Stanislav of espionage. After being tortured with electric shocks, he was taken to the so-called Izolatsia prison. It is located on a territory of former insulation materials factory. In 2014, the illegal armed groups turned it into a real torture place for prisoners. The first days, they bat me every day. As we joked back then, I used to live without touching the floor. They said those were educational measures, but in fact tortures were a kind of entertainment for them. We had to do hard physical work. We loaded ammunition, maintained their military equipment. 7 months later, staying in the Izolyatsia, Stanislav was sentenced to 10 years in prison and sent to the Makivka correctional facility. He stayed there for almost a year and a half. Of course, it was very difficult morally, first of all. Having been released, Stanislav underwent a month of rehabilitation. Later, as a civilian, he got a compensation from the state. He invested money in housing, buying a flat in Kramatorsk. The former prisoner of the Izolatsia is sure that things happening behind those walls should not be kept in silence.
Those are very courageous people who can talk about it, about what they went through. And people need to talk about this to really stop it, to punish those who are torturing people in Europe today, in the 21st century.
At present, more than 300 Ukrainians are being held in prisons in the uncontrolled territories of Donetsk and Luhansk regions. Among them are volunteers, military personnel and civilians. Reported by Alona Hramova and Vadim Kramer, UATV News.